Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-League to Giants. And we're at the end of the season, the end of League 2, and I've brought you back for the end of Dover, unfortunately. We'll get to that in a second, but first of all, let's get to the final league table. Fortunately, we got to 102 points in the end, but unfortunately, we didn't break a League 2 record. The League 2 record is actually 102 points. We've matched that record. But the big disappointment is we was at home to Forest Green on the final game of the season. And all we needed was a point to break that record. Unfortunately, we lost the game to lose like a 15 or 20 game unbeaten streak as well, which is disappointing. So that was annoying. But the main thing is we got promoted. We got over 100 points, which is sensational. Couldn't quite get to 100 goals though. Got to 97 goals, which is still very nice. And let's be honest, we absolutely smashed League 2. Obviously, in the 3 seasons here with Dover, I finished first in the Vanarama National League South, first in the Vanarama National League, and then first in League 2. So, yeah, I can't leave with my head any higher, to be honest with you. It was absolutely brilliant. 18 points clear at the top. 23 points clear at Colchester in 4th place as well. So it was a sensational season. Before we get started with the future, let's check out the final results here with Dover. So as you can see here, we had a great run of form towards the end of the season, which effectively just blew us out the water in terms of the other teams there. Since we lost away to Rochdale 2-1, we went unbeaten for the next, We went unbeaten for the next 17 games with Dover. Unfortunately, we lost the final game of the season, as I said, 1-0 at home to Forest Green. They were down to 10 men as well, so it's even more disappointing. We just leave that. It's a poor game to end the Dover career off with, but all in all, it's been very successful here with Dover. 3 trophies, 3 promotions, and left them off in League 1, which is absolutely brilliant. So in terms of the final results with Dover, we drew at home to Colchester 1-1 in the next game. We then beat Carlisle 5-1 away though, which is very, very nice. Emerson with a hat-trick in this game. Sheriff with a brace as well. We then drew 3-3 away to Hartlepool, which is quite a cracker, especially towards the end, by the way. We beat Mansfield 4-0 at home. We beat Lane Orient 2-1 away, and as I said, we lost at home to Forest Green 1-0 to finish off the season there. And the career with Dover. The reason why this the end with Dover is because at the end of this video, I am going to accept the Portsmouth job. I came close to getting the Charlton job, who, along with Portsmouth, had just been relegated from the Championship, which might sound a bit silly because I'm leaving Dover when I've been promoted to League 1 to either Portsmouth or Charlton, who are now both in League 1 as well. But I thought this was the right time to make that step to a bigger club, which of course Portsmouth and Charlton are both a lot bigger than Dover, both playing in the same league. But I want to challenge myself now, move on to a better team with bigger expectations as well. And Portsmouth, I see it as ideal to bring Portsmouth back to those days back in the late 2000s, early 2010s, wasn't it? Or I think it was the late 2000s where Harry Redknapp was in charge and other managers, of course. And they were an established Premier League club and quite a good Premier League club as well. They've struggled a lot since then, of course. Down to League 2, of course. Struggling in League 1 as well. So, yeah, I see it as a great team to take back to the Premier League, I guess you can say. And that will happen at the end of the video. But talking of Dover, I'm very proud of what I've done here with them, to be honest. As I said, I think this could be, in terms of 3 seasons, I think this is my best ever performance on FootballManager, to be honest. 3 back-to-back promotions and 3 titles as well. All first place is absolutely sensational. And, I've left them in a great position. When I took over Dover, they were ranked half a star. Was it one? I think it was 1 star. It's only 1.5 stars now in regional reputation, but I'm guessing that's going to go up to 2 stars. I would imagine it would do. At the start of the season, of course, it says here still League 2, media prediction 20th, and we absolutely smashed the leagues. That's nice going. Of course, now a professional club, only just turned professional as well. So pretty much the entire time I was manager of Dover, they were a semi-professional team. So makes the achievements even greater, in my opinion. Obviously, improved the reputation. I think it's going to 2 stars, so that will almost double, it would double the reputation, which is nice. Professional team, where I started off, they were in the Vanarama National League South. Leave them off in League 1 as well. In terms of the facilities, definitely improved the training facilities. Don't know how much I've improved it by, though, but I'm sure I've improved it a little bit. Well, I know for a fact I've improved it for a little bit. It's gone up to adequate training facilities now, which of course is not amazing. Adequate youth facilities as well. I was trying to improve the training facilities in the last coming weeks towards the end here at Dover. And also I was trying to improve the stadium as well, trying to expand the stadium. I asked to build a new stadium as well, but the chairman, Jim Parmenter, said he can't do it right now due to the club's financial position. But hopefully whoever replaces me can improve the stadium to a bigger extent. It's already been improved to 2,000 seats. As I said, it was a 6,000 capacity stadium. It's been reduced though and added more seats in, which I guess makes the stadium look more modern, even though it's been reduced capacity-wise. But it needs to start improving that capacity if Dover are going to be an established Football League team, which hopefully they can be. Hopefully they don't just go all the way back down to non-league again. Hopefully they can stay at least in the League 1, League 2 regions for the coming season. That would be very, very nice. Also, the academy coaching improved drastically to excellent academy coaching. Average youth recruitment as well. The youth level is currently 4, but it's going to get increased to 3 as well, which is very nice. And also, I've got them, which is very interesting as well, seeing as I'm taking over their fierce rivals. I've managed to get them a new parent club as well, which is Southampton, who are playing in the Championship these days. As I said, now I'm taking over their fierce rivals in Portsmouth, which is it wasn't planned as well, which is very interesting. Southampton were basically the best of the 3 feeder clubs, parent clubs we were linked with. So I chose Southampton in the end over Brentford and Millwall. So that is why Southampton are there. Nothing other than that. Yeah, all in all, I'm very happy on how I left off Dover. The team's going to be rather thin, it has to be said, because a lot of the players are leaving, unfortunately. Of course, now I can't wait to start with Portsmouth, and I need to focus on them. I can't focus on leaving Dover in the best possible position because I need to focus on Portsmouth and the transfers there and trying to get back into the Championship again. I can't really worry about Dover too much now, but I hope I haven't left them in too much of a bad situation. Got a few players contract expiring. Carson, Istid, Matthews and Mundell. I've got a fair few players on loan leaving as well. So going to be left with 12 players. And also they've got Lewis Orford in the under 18s there as well. He's a very good player as well, high prospect. Also got a couple of good youngsters come through the youth recruitment in the final season there as well. Ivan Llewellyn, potentially 5 stars, and Luke Baxter, potentially 4.5 stars as well. So you can see how the youth has been improved here, which is nice. Orford as well there, as I said. So 13 players effectively left over with, but they've got 419k in the transfer budget, 16k in the wage budget, all the loan signings leaving. Expect that to be north of 20k, to be honest. So the new manager who will come in for Dover will certainly get a crack at it to try and keep them up in the league. So I haven't left them in a terrible situation. Well, I left them in a brilliant situation. As I said, took over them in the Van Armour South and left them in League 1. So don't have to look back at Dover, but it's a sad time to be leaving them. 3 seasons there, and well, you can't ask for any better seasons than that, really, can you? You cannot get any better than 3 first-place finishes. So definitely testing myself here and taking a risk, taking over Portsmouth, but I cannot sniff at this opportunity now. And without further ado, let's start negotiating with Portsmouth. Let's see what they've got to say. 2-year contract, 3.6k a week. Yes, please. I'd be happy with earning that in real life. That's very nice. Promotion wage rise of 15% and relegation wage rise of 20%. There's not really too much to discuss, really. Finalised deal, exit talks. This is the final click as Dover manager. No turning back now. Let's go for it. There we are. The first step up in his non-league to Giants. Portsmouth. Not a massive team. You judge Portsmouth by reputation and maybe their fan base. I think you'd probably say they're a Championship team, but if you watched the English leagues for a long time, you'd remember that Portsmouth team back in the late 2000s with Harry Redknapp in charge and some good players there at Portsmouth as well. They were very much an established Premier League team. After that, they had a massive decline all the way down to League 2. But they look like they're slowly making progress again. I say that, though. They've been stuck in League 1, League 2 for the last 10 seasons or so. So I want to get them back to the Premier League. Of course, they've been in the Championship here in FootballManager. But I'm talking about real life. Back to the Premier League will be very, very nice. We're having a quick look at Portsmouth here. The reputation is 2.5 stars. The media prediction is 22nd as well, but obviously this counts as the Championship still, where they've just been relegated from in League 1. I expected us to be one of the favourites for promotion, and hopefully we can get promoted in our first season, which will make 4 promotions in a row with 2 different clubs as well. Fierce rivals, as I said, is Southampton, year founded 1898. Obviously, Fratton Park has been a stadium for a long time, 21,000 capacity. So going forward with the club, I'd like to expand the stadium or maybe build a new one as well. That'd be very, very nice. But of course, at the start here, that is not one of my priorities. But going forward, of course, the facilities here as well. Great training facilities is decent, especially at this level. Average youth facilities, average youth recruitment. That'd be nice to improve that as well. But as I said, that is not the priority. First of all, I need to get the squad in order, see what I've got, and try and improve the squad to build up a League One promotion push. Financial status is secure. Transfer budget is 542,000, which is not too much. Dover's got right now as well, to tell you the truth. But the wage budget is a massive, massive improvement. £188,160 per week. You might think, am I going to raid Dover for some of the players? Well, probably not. Probably not, because the Dover players are pretty much playing above themselves in League 1 now. Not really any of them, or hardly any of them, are League 1 standards. So probably won't be looking at Dover to sign some players. Probably looking at better players than that, to be honest with you. Anyway, quick look at the team here. Are there any players I recognise? Well, I recognise Surridge. He plays in Nottingham Forest in real life, I believe. So he's a good striker at this level, isn't he? Have a look at in more detail in a second, though. Got Popov there as well, who I've heard of. I'm pretty sure he's Welsh, even though his name's Popov. I'm pretty sure he's Welsh. He plays for Leicester. Osborne, he's a former youngster. He plays for Liverpool, I believe it was. Raggett, I know Raggett as well. Yeah, I recognise a few players here, which is very, very nice. Well, the club vision. Well, Portsmouth haven't got a massive expectation as well, which is very nice. If you look at here, the actionable objectives right now is work within wage budget and grow the club's reputation. Hopefully, that can be done quite comfortably. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. Never sad seeing that, to be honest with you. Maximum 1-year contract players over the age of 34. Maximum 2-year contracts over players over the age of 32. So nothing really out of the ordinary here. Nothing I can't see myself doing, to be honest. And end of this season, it's reached the Sky Bet League One playoffs. So as long as I finish 6th or above, there's nothing to fear in terms of getting sacked this season. Hopefully, he can go do better than that. We shall see. But that's quite realistic expectations, in my opinion. Should be able to do that. Gain automatic promotion to the Championship and become an established Sky Bet Championship team in the next 5 seasons. So hopefully I can do better than that in the next 5 seasons. But I'm really happy with the expectations here. Nothing too ridiculous. Definitely can be done. That is for sure. In terms of the supporter culture, play defensively solid football and make the most out of set pieces, which I don't really like to see. I don't want to play defensive and make the most set pieces when I'm playing with a club who are one of the favourites to get promoted. Also, be competitive against Brighton. We happen to play against them. Bournemouth as well, and Southampton. I'm pretty sure all three of them are Premier League teams in real life, of course. So I can't imagine any of them playing in League One these days. Southampton are in the Championship, know that. I don't know where Bournemouth and Brighton are. And reach the Sky Bet League One playoffs to support demand as well, which is, definitely feasible and very understandable as well. So here we are. Kerwin takes charge, or Challenger takes charge at Portsmouth, shall I say. Of course, I'll get into more detail of Portsmouth in the next episode there. Let's just check to see who we've got here at the moment. Like I said, Surridge, I look at him, 4-star player. I think he's going to be a great player in the League One, to be honest with you. Look at him, he looks like a very, very good pressing forward as well. Definitely a massive upgrade in the strikers we've had at Dover there. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do, Sam Surridge. He's got 15 goals in the Championship, 17 in the season before that as well. So hopefully he can be our man going forward. That's very nice. Raheem Harper as well. Got a bid from Plymouth for him, 550k. He wants to leave due to the club getting relegated, but I don't really care, Harper. Contract down to 2028. He looks like a good player. Looks like a good centre midfielder, Harper. Did he play for West Brom? He did play for West Brom. Went to Ipswich and now he's at Portsmouth. So he's a good little player, Harper, as well. I'd like to keep him about. Definitely can see how the team's much better than Dover's. Barlassa as well. Turkish, never heard of him. Looks like another good centre midfielder at this level. Signing from Rotherham. Yeah, good player. Ben Osborne as well. He used to play for Liverpool. 30 years of age these days. Crazy. Remember him when he was a youngster. Time does fly, doesn't it? Time does really fly. No, what am I talking about? This is not Osborne from Liverpool. Am I making things up? I think I'm making things up. He played for Nottingham Forest, not Liverpool. I do actually know who he is now. He's pretty decent at this level as well. Pretty decent at this level. I'm quite liking the look of this team. Obviously, I've got to go through it in more detail. Popov is on loan here only. 20 years of age. Plays on the left. Looks quite decent, but obviously I can improve the team still as well. Hopefully I can do that, but at the moment, looking at the team, looking like got quite a decent team here. Surridge, Harper look like our 2 key players. Let's check out the development centre quickly as well. Let's see what's going on here. Charlie Dean, 2-star, potentially 5-star. Liking the look of him. Yeah, liking the look of him. Charlie Dean. He's a wanted man as well. Well, he's listed for loan currently. Probably could do with a loan. You look at him here. His heading ability is not very good. 7 there, it's disappointing. He's 6'2", so should be able to head the ball better than that. So could be doing with loaning him out this season. We shall see. I look for the team more. Joe Fairs as well, potentially 5 stars. Decent. Got a decent little youth set going on here. I'm liking the look of it. Potentially 4.5 stars. Andrew Luckman as well. So all in all, it looks like the foundations are all here for Portsmouth. I just need to take them further. Also, I've got to mention about Dover. Obviously, if you watched the last episode, you'll see that the chairman, he made us a professional club when we gained promotion to League One, and with that, he also increased the coaches we could have. Yeah, he increased the number of coaches we could have from 3 coaches to 7 as well, and I left him with 7 coaches, 7 good coaches as well. So we've improved the staff there with Dover. They've actually got the highest average in every department in League 2 there. Of course, they're going up to League 1 now, so it might be a little bit of a dip there, but left them in a good situation, Dover, so I'm very happy with that. But anyway, a lot of things to do here. I can actually have more coaches at Dover than I can have with Portsmouth. I can have 7 coaches at Dover, only 5 here at Portsmouth. That's very bizarre. I've got to look into that. I've got to try and ask the chairman if he can increase the number of coaches, because that's very bizarre, to tell you the truth. Very bizarre indeed. Unfortunately, it's the end with Dover, but now we start our journey with Portsmouth. Where can I take them? Hopefully in the first season we can get to the playoffs minimum, as I said. 2 seasons is the absolute maximum. We've got to get out of League One. Even 2 seasons, I think, is a little bit of a failure, to be honest with you. So hopefully we can get promoted in the first season, but I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. But with this sort of club, I should be able to push them quite far. Make sure you join me for the next episode, guys, when I'll be going into Portsmouth in more detail, seeing what we've got. I'm also going to set up the club for the coming season and start off with our first game as the new Portsmouth manager. So make sure you join me for that. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember, if you like this video, to that like button for me. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out and you're much appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.